PHFS is known for providing high-quality emergency shelter for families and for helping families experiencing homelessness move back into homes. But we have another program for families who never have to experience homelessness at all. In our homeless prevention program, families who are about to become homeless get help keeping their housing.
I think the prevention program is super important because it's stopping homelessness before it happens. I particularly think about kids who I've seen in shelter going through tremendously traumatizing experiences. With prevention, even though the parents may be super stressed and fearful that they're losing their housing, especially young kids never know in the first place that that is even a risk, that they're on that precipice, and they're just able to live in their home happy, uninterrupted.
All of the families in our prevention program are employed, and they make enough money to cover their rent on an ongoing basis. But these families have faced emergencies, like an unexpected illness and medical bills, or a car that breaks down, or suddenly losing 10 hours a week at work. They don't have enough income to cover these unexpected emergency costs and pay rent in Portland's high-cost rental market.
It really only takes one big hiccup or speed bump to throw a whole rhythm off when you're supporting a family. So really anybody can end up in this situation. I run into people from all walks of life who just need that few $100s or $1,000 to make their rent so that they don't end up homeless with their kid.
At my job, I work part-time, so I don't have any benefits. I got pneumonia and I was in the hospital for a week. And being in the hospital a week pretty much took away that week's pay. So I was referred to Samuel in order to get some help with rent assistance.
So working with Stephanie was pretty quick, pretty easy. People are usually dealing with 72-hour notices, which means they have very little time to get payment in before they lose their housing. And oftentimes by the time they call me, 24 or so of those hours have elapsed and they have been at home panicking and making phone calls to friends and family and whoever they can think of. She didn't need a lot. I think I spent $906 on Stephanie. That was all she needed to avoid eviction in the first place. Such a small amount in the grand scheme of things to keep a family housed. From the time they first call me or email me looking for assistance until the time I'm actually able to pay their landlord is usually a few hours to a couple of days.
I've been homeless, so I know what it's like. It's awful. And if I didn't get the money, I probably would have been evicted. I wouldn't have had a place to live, which would have landed me homeless, me and my child. And when Samuel called me, I could breathe, because I was tripping. I really was. But it was a relief.
If it weren't for PHFS's prevention program, hundreds of kids and their parents would lose their homes and have to experience homelessness. But because of PHFS's prevention program, kids get to stay in their schools, parents get to be near their jobs, and families get to remain in their communities.
Now please give so other families can have the same opportunity. Right, Lavea? Yes.